Okay, another update on the Calliope engine project. Dan is trying to print one of these in 1:1 scale. On my H2D, I can print this at 50% scale, so 1/2 scale. We're going to go ahead and slice this thing up and get it sent to the printer. All right, so here we go. We got the model imported. We got it scaled down. If I click here, here's the scale, 50%. I don't know if these drop downs are showing up on the video or not. Sometimes they don't. But this is what we're doing. I'm using support, tree auto, everything standard, just the build plate only. But everything else standard. Every single thing standard for PLA matte. And yeah, that's it. It's a big model. It wants you to simplify, but we're not going to do that. There's the size. So we go ahead and hit slice plate and wait. It's a big model, big model. All right, it says slice is okay. Should give us a visual here now. And there we go. We're going to have a lot of support material to break out of this thing. And I think the most trouble we're going to have is with these trees out on the edge. But the bamboo is pretty solid, even with the lack of some tree structure. If it doesn't adhere, breaks off, whatever, it'll still print mostly. But we'll see. If you're having any trouble slicing some of these large models, and this block is definitely the largest model I've ever tried to slice, it was giving me fits. The Bambu Studio app kept crashing. So really all you need to do is search your NVIDIA control panel and pop that up, and I'll drag that over here. And in this, you want to global settings are right here. You want to go to program settings and either install it or find it, and then go all the way to the bottom, scroll down, and where it says thread optimization, go ahead and turn that off. That's going to make or help your Bambu Studio not crash on some of these giant models. So just a little tip. All right, the print is complete. 2 days, 6 hours, 17 minutes. And there it is. That's a 1/2 scale. footprint of our engine. You can see some of the supports popped off the build platform, but most of them held pretty good. Anyway, that's it. We'll bust this thing out and get all the support material off that we can, and see what we're left with. All right, I spent a few minutes breaking off the support material, and well, there it is. Okay, for reference, this is a 12-inch scale. That'll give you an idea how big this thing is. We did have some failures right here where I had a couple of the trees kind of break away, fall away. A little rough down here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Over here we had the same problem in a few spots. This is kind of what it's supposed to look like. But you know, just for a little physical model that Dan can have and hold and ponder and use for communication and talk and sort of engineering and whatnot to get this thing done, I think this is pretty good. Pretty interesting, this big hole right here with this bushing going to go in here to support the bottom of the distributor. There's a lot of internal, see a piece right there, a lot of internal tree that is just sort of trapped inside the water jackets. You know, when you sandcast this thing, that's why we have these holes right here. Get all the sand out. Anyways, there it is. Whole pile of lifters. 2 intakes, 1 exhaust. Distributor hole. Studs from the head going to come through. Nuts down here on the bottom side. And this is sort of as Ford designed it for whatever sleeve they were going to use. And this could be modified for, you know, what's currently available in Darton's catalog or whatever it happens to be. Super fun. It's all lightweighted. Pretty much all the wall thicknesses are a little bit thicker right here, but all the internal wall thicknesses about 0.2 inches, 200 thou. This is a 78 pound block cast out of aluminum. Kind of shows you the intent of this thing was lightweight and high horsepower. Durability, you know, it's got to make it through 24 hours. Internal look at some of the water passages. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, super fun project. Crank is off getting designed in modern technology. Hopefully we'll get that model from Molnar, incorporated into our assembly. Probably the rods as well from them. And I got to do a piston. And I have to do all the main caps yet. I'm trying to carve out a time when I can spend some quality time, sit down and pound my way through that. So that's the next stuff that's up. Fun 3D printing. I'm going to ship this off to Dan, and more content coming.